What's up guys, PSGINT here. Today we'll be looking at every Paris Saint-Germain's player, best performance, best goal, best game of his PSG career. So let's get straight into this. First of all, GIANLUIGI Donnarumma, and his most memorable performance is the game against Manchester City. I believe he had like 7-8 saves, 4 coming inside the box. It was such a crucial game. If you look at it now at the table, if we hadn't won that game, thanks to Donnarumma and Messi of course, maybe Champions League would be, and a Champions League exit wouldn't be that scareful. Next up, KEYLOR NAVAS and his best performances. Of course, the game against Bayern, made tons of saves, really made us go through that game. Away at Allianz Arena, that's always a hard game. It was snowing, it was raining, but our Costa Rican goalkeeper kept it nice and clean. Next up, SERGIO. He doesn't have that many memorable performances for PSG, but so it's Paris Saint-Germain's first semi-final since 90 something, in 25 years, and Navas gets injured. Rico steps up, gets a clean sheet, 3-0 performance. Allez Paris. Next up, ALEXANDRE LETTELIER, nothing, because I don't think he has played a single Paris Saint-Germain game. Next up, MARQUINHOS. Well, MARQUINHOS has had so many good memories at Paris Saint-Germain, him also being a defender, but I chose the most important one. This game, we wouldn't have reached a semi-final or a final if MARQUINHOS hadn't scored this goal. MARQUINHOS scored a lot of important goals, but we all know this goal changed everything at Paris Saint-Germain. I believe if we went out to Atalanta that game, it wouldn't look the same right now. No Messi, no this, no NEYMAR extension. Yeah. Next up, NUNO. So a new signing, very hard to find one memorable, but NUNO is a special player. He's only getting better and better and better. And I chose the latest game against LEIPZIG. I mean, such a beast. Such a beast he was. And attacking wise, defensive wise, I mean, he's so incredible. So young, isn't that experienced yet. Wonderful player. Next up, Presnel Kimpembe. It was very hard to find something for him, especially in recent time, because he hasn't been that good, and the only memorable goal is the goal against United, but we went out in the second leg, so I'm gonna have to choose this beast of a performance against Borussia Dortmund, where he smacked Haaland, and it was dominant. It was prime Kimpembe, that was his beginning, prime Kimpembe. Next up, Abu Diallo. Nothing, didn't find anything, so I chose his performance against Barcelona at home, the second leg, because Kurzawa played the first half, he gave away a penalty and was so shit. He came in, stabilized, so that's the best thing he has done for Paris Saint-Germain in a single game. Next up, Untitled. What's his performance? Is this one against Liverpool at home, 2-1. Oof, I remember Liverpool had one shot and it was only the penalty. Such a dominant performance from Paris Saint-Germain that game. Herrera was unbelievable as a right wing back, and he stopped everything. I don't know why ever since that game he became shit. Next up, Sergio Ramos. I know that you're all excited, but again, it's nothing. He hasn't played this game for Paris Saint-Germain so far. Juan Bernat, a lot of Champions League goals to choose from. You have the Napoli one, you have the Dortmund one, you have the Leipzig one, the semi-final, but I had to choose this one. It was an extremely important game. We had lost to Liverpool at home, beginning of the game. No real attack, just ball bounces around. Juan Bernat latches onto it, and later NEYMAR scores and gives us the win. But important goal from a defender, Juan Bernat. Thank you, brother. Next up, Lavin Kurzawa. and I don't think that maybe many people remember this, only Parisians remember this, is the hat-trick against Anderlecht. Imagine, Live Kurzawa scored a hat-trick in the Champions League against Anderlecht. Crazy player, crazy performance. Next up, we have ACHRAF HAKIMI. Well, same thing here. He hasn't played that much first season at PSG, but I have to choose his performance against Marseille. Important performance, and I know he got a red card, but if he hadn't got that red card, he would have lost to Marseille away. Not a good sign. So happy, extremely happy with that performance from Hakimi. Kylian Dagba, hasn't played a lot. He has been at PSG for maybe now 5, 6, 7 years, but this would be his performance. It was against Bayern last season. He had to step up. Career not good enough, and Florenzi was injured, so Dagba played both games, played incredible in both games. Then this incredible picture came of him hugging the GOAT, Danilo Pereira. Next up, Leandro Paredes. Any guesses? It's his majestical performance against Barcelona away. I mean, how good can you be? I mean, the passes he was making, it was just incredible. Even the assist for the free kick to Moise Kean. It was all around the pitch. Defensively was good, offensively was amazing. What happened to this Paredes? He only plays for the national team now. Next up, it's the GOAT, Danilo Pereira. And this is his performance. Away at Allianz Arena, MARQUINHOS gets injured in the 25th minute right after scoring. PSG need the centre back, Danilo steps up, gets like 15-20 clearances, and yeah, it helps us a lot to get the win away at Allianz Arena. So such a good performance from Danilo Pereira, a memorable performance as well. Next up, IDRISSA guy. Idrissa is a very inconsistent player, so he either has a shit game or an amazing game, and this was an amazing game. Idrissa, I still remember this game so fondly. What a beast performance from Idrissa guy. He dominated. I mean, Real Madrid didn't have a single chance, thanks to Idrissa guy. Next up, Marco Verratti. Yeah, tons of amazing performances. Even just this season, you can count a lot of good performance from Verratti. But we have to choose the one against Liverpool, when he single-handedly destroyed this Liverpool team, playing as the only midfielder. Yeah, Marquinhos sometimes stepped up, as he was more of a defender. Verratti carried that team and won an important game, and that just shows why he's the best midfielder in the world. Next up, Jorginho Wijnaldum. Before the game against Leipzig, it would be really hard to put anything up here, but luckily he played against Leipzig, and what a performance, 2 goals. Yeah, just ever since that, even assist against Bordeaux this week, he's really stepping up. But yeah, that performance was really important for him. 2 goals, important for PSG as well. Next up, Gharbi, and it's nothing, of course. Rafinha, it was really hard to think or find any performances, so I just chose this one. Versus Strasbourg, I think he played that game great. That game he started, and yeah, I don't know. What game would you choose for him? Next up, Ander Herrera. So signing of Ander Herrera wasn't that good until maybe this season, when he has really started playing well, and so his best performance comes from this season against Club Brugge. It was a decent, good performance, but the goal was so important, and if that goal hadn't, if we lost, we say, to Brugge 1-0, as I said before, Champions League exit wouldn't be that doubtful. So important game, important win, important goal and draw. Next up, Dina Mbappe, same with him. He hasn't played a lot, but he still has played. So I chose the game against Bordeaux. His latest one, he started. It was pretty alright. I would say maybe the best midfielder out of him under Herrera. Next up, Xavi Simons, and you guessed it, nothing. Next up, Bandigo Fadiga. Oh, nothing. Alright, Eduard Michoud. Oh my god, nothing. Alright, back to check. Julian DRAXLER. Ooh, Barcelona. We just signed him. Important player. We needed him this game, and he played good. I know the second leg wasn't that good, but still his best performance from Paris Saint-Germain. Scored a goal and yeah, just were good the whole game. Angel Di Maria, a lot of good performances. Ligue 1, Champions League, Coupe de Ligue, Coupe de France, but we have to choose the. What did he get? 1 goal and 2 assists in the Champions League semi-final against Leipzig, which took us to our first Champions League final. So dominant performance, dominant player, Angel Di Maria, we love you. Next up, Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr.'s especially Champions League performances, because he was injured the first 2-3 seasons. And yeah, so like last year was his first Champions League like knockouts phase with Paris Saint-Germain. So I had to choose the one against Bayern, because I know he didn't score a goal, but amazing performance, amazing. I mean, when Neymar just plays like that, it's impossible. It's really impossible to stop him, and of course he got the man of the match for that. Totally deserved, class player. Next up, we have Kylian Mbappe, and yeah, we all know what performance I'm coming for. It's the hat-trick in Camp Nou versus Barcelona, Champions League knockout stages. Tell me one youngster who will be able to do that. Not one you can mention. Oof. Disgusting what he did to those Barcelona defenders. They still have nightmares. But yeah, great performance from Kylian Mbappe, and we hope for more. Next to last, Mauro Icardi. Really hard, but he has scored 2 hat-tricks in his Paris Saint-Germain career, and I had to choose the best one against Saint-Etienne, the Coupe de Ligue. Yeah, I mean, nothing more to say about that. He had Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria supplementing him, and yeah, it worked. Hat-trick. Last but not least, the GOAT, Lionel Andres Messi. And yeah, there's only one good performance from Messi apart from the Leipzig, but I would say the Man City, because that goal, I mean, against Leipzig, yeah, it was the first goal, yeah, it was in the box, shot, and a mistake from Leipzig, then a penalty. But that goal against Man City, because if he hasn't scored, City would probably score, because they would have the motivation to draw the game. But when he scored, absolute beautiful goal. Absolute beautiful goal. Other than that, guys, this was. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you think a player's performance was better in another game or something. And yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the PSG family. Allez Paris! Allez Paris!